Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, October 8th, 2019. This is Jennifer. In a somewhat shocking turn of events, I did finish a couple of things. Well, finish is a strong word. I progressed a couple of things. I did finally sew these blocks on the wall together. I had originally thought I would try to find some coordinating cornerstones and do some more pieces here, but that's it. This is the finished quilt top. This will eventually go to Linus once I get back to free motion quilting again. In addition to that, I also trimmed my two panels that I had quilted sometime in September, I think. I might have done it in August. I don't really remember. There's a Star Wars panel that I believe Jeannie gave me, and this panel might have come from Sarah in Houston, but I don't remember. I've had it for quite some time. So panels are trimmed, not bound, not going to worry about it. I will do it when I have the time to do it. What I do have today in abundance is some mail call. Way back in September, like the beginning of September, I got a box of fabric goodness from Robin B. She did Talk to Me Tuesday some years ago. It's been quite some time, but I don't know if you guys remember her. She has a couple little boys and she did all kinds of great crafty stuff. She did a lot of vinyl stuff and she sewed and everything else. And she sent me a couple of things. This one will be a prize for Fandom and Stitches. It's some Rudolph fabric. And I think probably what I'm going to do is just give it away as a drawing. I will put it up in the Rankin Bass Facebook group for the Winter Holiday Favorites Quilt Along, and then I will probably have people like just post a picture of any block. That's probably what I'm going to do, and then I'll give this away. She also sent me this, which is a giant make your own Rudolph. See that? Pretty great. I think those could be two drawings. I'm not doing a whole lot of mail right now just because I'm so incredibly busy, and as you guys can probably imagine, doing mail takes a little time. But I will try to get these done for Fandom and Stitches at the very least by the end of the quilt along. She also sent me several other fabrics for me, for Linus, for whatever, and so I think I'm going to put these in my bin that I keep for Linus for me to pull from when I make Linus quilt tops. So thank you, Robin, for that. I'm so sorry it took me so long. It's just been such a crazy, hectic time since like the middle of August, and I'm still trying to run around with my hair on fire and figure everything out. Last week I received some mail for our very own Sarah in Houston, and she commented that she heard me say in one of my videos how I had an older lady friend who used to give me knitted dishcloth. And Sarah, I have to tell you, when I said she was an older lady, she was in her 90s, so I was not at all implying that I needed an older lady to send me dishcloths, but I do really appreciate these. Knitted dishcloths are my favorite. I make a lot of crocheted ones, but I don't use them as much. I love the knitted ones, just a totally different feel. So thank you so much for that. These will definitely go into rotation now that I've gotten to show them off. My last mail call was from Prin. Prin used to do Talk to Me Tuesday years ago. She's done a few since then, but you guys probably know her on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and post some pictures here because there are 3 of these and they're all beautiful, and I'm not going to do them justice by holding them up and showing you. All 3 of them are absolutely gorgeous. They are different sizes, so I'm just going to get these labeled and they will go to Linus this month. Our next meeting is October 19th. That's our big birthday. It's our 20th birthday. We have our silent auction. As you guys know, I've been working on that, and there will be a big quilt and blanket show where we have a challenge that all our volunteers make all kinds of beautiful blankets for everyone to see. And if on a good day, we've only been rained out once, and we didn't actually get rained out, we just had to move inside, but we hang all of these beautiful quilts and blankets outside, and then everybody wanders around and looks at them and votes on their favorite, and it's a lot of fun. I do want to show you a couple of little sneak peeks. This is a silent auction item. It's a barrel of batiks, and it's all batiks. The whole thing is batiks, and it's just rolls and rolls and rolls of batiks. Another fun thing we had donated is this box of Madeira thread. They look mostly new. Some of them have been used, and there are 2 missing, but this is 80 spools of Madeira machine embroidery thread, so this will be in our silent auction. I think I've mentioned previously that we had EQ8 donated from the Electro Quilt Company for the silent auction, and we have an entire roll of Hobbs 80/20 batting. This is the same like giant roll that I buy for myself. That was donated by the Hobbs Bonded Fiber Company. They're actually located in Waco. And Stephanie, who works at Hobbs, she told me last year if I wanted more batting for our silent auction, just to let her know. And I met her in a parking lot in Round Rock, and she gave me a roll of batting for our volunteers and a roll of batting for our silent auction. So that's super exciting. What you can't see is that everywhere else, every surface in this room, all of the floors covered with baskets and basket stuff and fabric and you name it, and it's here somewhere. It's pretty crazy. So I have, I think, 11 days to get all that finished. I'll get there. I always make it, and I've had crazy Octobers before. This is probably the most unusual one I've had, but I will still make it. I did want to say thank you to all the well-wishers who have asked about Sarah. She has given me permission to give you guys a little bit more information. In August, she had a stroke-like occurrence, and we still don't know what happened. She saw a neurologist last week. She's having an EEG tomorrow, seeing a cardiologist next week. And basically it's just incapacitated her in a way where she can't work and she can't live by herself because it's immobilized her somewhat. And we're working to get her healthy again and to get her back on her feet again. And that's why all of the drama and that's why all the stuff that's been going on. She just can't stay by herself. And so she is living with myself and my husband for now. And I am hopefully showing an apartment right now while you're watching this. It's actually Monday when I'm recording. This will be the third person I've shown it to, the fourth people who were seriously interested. And I've had probably a dozen people email or message me and then never respond. So I've actually talked to these people on the phone and they seem like very interested. So you guys cross your fingers that by the time you watch this, that is done, that they've got their application in and we are on the way to subletting her apartment so that she can be free of that financial burden while she's trying to get well. That is going to be it for me. I have a little bit of time right now, so I want to get this edited. There is a new post on Phantom and Stitches tomorrow for the winter holiday favorites. I hope you guys stop by and see it. And thank you again for your patience and your awesomeness and your concern and just, you know, your good vibes in general. Love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.